South Korea is now predicting North Korea will be open to talks with the United States next year. So is this a sign tougher sanctions are working? To former National Security Advisor to Vice President Dick Cheney, John Hanna. John, talk, discussions, dialogue, however you want to put it, never got us very far in changing the way North Koreans do things, have they?
No, it's a pretty sad history, David. I mean, on the one hand, I give the Trump administration a huge amount of credit, especially for those three very tough-minded, unanimous UN Security Council sanctions resolutions. On the other hand, everybody's got a deep, sneaking suspicion that it's all too little, too late. A decade ago, when I was working on this issue, we were talking about stopping North Korea from developing any kind of nuclear weapons capability. But today, as we all know, not only is he already able to wreak nuclear devastation on both South Korea and Japan, he's standing on the threshold of being able to deliver nuclear-tipped ICBMs to virtually every major American city.
And it's his only ace in the deck. And that's why the South Koreans, who did, by the way, say that there may be dialogue possible, they also said that if that dialogue tried to dissuade the North Koreans from their nuclear ambitions, giving up what they have nuclear, it's going to fail. That is not in the cards. I imagine you'd agree with that.
Yeah, I think from Kim's perspective, these weapons are absolutely essential to his survival and to his regime's survival. For him, any negotiation at this point is really about the United States recognizing him as a full-fledged member of the nuclear club, and then it's just haggling over the price, whether in sanctions relief or in outright bribes, of what it's going to take to get him to even consider limiting or capping the size and scope of that nuclear program and the threat that it poses to the United States and our allies.
And, his survival does not necessarily mean the survival of North Koreans. That is, he doesn't care a darn about how many North Koreans have to die through sanctions or whatever else it is, even through warfare, if it means he stays in power. That's his goal. Doesn't care at all. It's very difficult to deal with a leader who doesn't care about his people.
He doesn't care if he starves that entire nation to death. The only way that sanctions begin to work is if they get so severe that they threaten his survival even more than a military attack from the United States. Yeah. And that probably means that it's got to fracture the elite, the intelligence and security officials around him, who maybe with the help of China can force him to change course or more likely get him out of there.
I don't want to be so completely negative, because there are some signs, if you believe in Chinese statistics, which a lot of people don't, but the Chinese stats say that in November, China exported zero oil products to North Korea, which is very unusual, and that they imported no coal or iron ore from North Korea. That looks like progress, no?
Yes, no, it definitely looks like progress. We all know that the Chinese have been playing both sides of this equation for quite a long time. There's no doubt that under pressure from Trump, they're beginning to tighten the screws more than they ever have before. Only remaining question is whether it's going to be enough in enough time to force the kind of fractures amongst the North Korean elite that are going to be required to really bring them to their knees and get them to change course.
John, I want to change subject a little bit, because even though North Korea is a terrorist state, it hasn't quite gone to this extent where we are finding out that terrorists and possibly even ISIS have been using Bitcoin in order to launder some of the money that they send around the world. What can you tell us about this?
Well, what I can tell you, this is all based on research done by a colleague of mine at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, but we're finding, not surprisingly, that as the profile and publicity attributed to Bitcoin and other kinds of cryptocurrencies increases, terrorist organizations looking for money are starting to try and get into this game. Don't forget what we saw with ISIS and social media and their ability to and proficiency in exploiting new technologies in the cyberspace in particular to advance their dangerous ends. That's what they want to do with cryptocurrencies. They think they're able to circumvent the standard international financial systems to have anonymity, to raise money outside the view of national governments. Right. It's very dangerous, and our guys need to get on top of this very quickly.
Well, there's virtually no regulation with regard to a lot of these cryptocurrency exchanges, so it's very, money laundering is really the Achilles heel of both terrorists and drug dealers and gun runners, all the bad folks in the world. This is kind of a two-edged sword to this whole Bitcoin thing. Thank you, John. Great to see you. Really appreciate you coming in. Have a wonderful new year.
Thank you. You as well, David. Thank you so much.